Hello everyone and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier here on the New Frontier map with Artemus. We are over by our sheep and goat pastures as we have quite a bit of produce ready to go. And I think it's time we start selling some stuff. We also have our small dairy which has produced some bottled milk. And I think we'll go ahead and do a big sales haul today first of all. So we are going to be loading up our flatbed trailer here. We'll be using the Massey for that. We have quite a bit of goat milk here, as well as some wool. And we have some pallets of bottled cow's milk as well. So that's going to be the first job of the day. So we'll hop in the Massey and get to work. And I'll see you when that's all done. There we go. That's the pallets loaded. Quite a bit of effort, but got it done. Now we just need to grab our mog and fence. So we're going to be pulling the trailer with the mog, and then we're going to take our milk tank with the fence. Get a tank load of milk sold as well. So let's go ahead and grab those two. Not bad for one trip. Now we do have the cash as we want to upgrade our dairy. Now this one we got is quite slow. We only got 3 pallets in a few months. And that is definitely not keeping up with our dairy farm or the goats. So we will have to get something much more productive. So we picked this spot right at the edge of our goat pasture here. It's not too far to go with the milk. So let's go ahead and build our new dairy. And there we have our new dairy, looking quite good. So this should be quite a step up in production from our small one over there. So we can go ahead and get that loaded up with some milk. We have plenty at our dairy farm. So we'll go ahead and take some over here. There we go. That's all our milk in the dairy. 36,000 liters. So we're going to drop off our milk trailer. Artemus is hopping the mog. Going to bring the flatbed over. And we're going to be taking care of our sheds. We're currently occupied by a ton of stuff that we have no need for. So we'll be taking a bunch of it to sell. So we're going to go ahead and load up some outdated equipment and take it down to the store. Here we are, you got the stuff we want to sell. So you can get that offloaded. Then of course we aren't going to come all this way just to leave empty-handed. So we're going to be buying some new equipment as well. There we go, nice bit of income from that. That was just clogging up our shed, sitting around. So next we're buying some new equipment. We are going to get ourselves a wheel loader. So let's go ahead and get that bought. Here we have it, a JCB wheel loader. Very nice. 435, stage 5. We got a high tip bucket for it as well. It should do the loading of the silage much quicker. So we're going to go ahead and load it onto our flatbed and take it back to the farm. There we go, that's the wheel loader loaded up. So we'll get back and use it for some TMR mixing. That is our animals fed. Now there's one thing that still needs feeding, and that is our BGA. Our bunk from last time is done fermenting. And we still have some left in the other one. So using a wheel loader, we're gonna get some much needed silage into our BGA. So that should take us to the end of the day. So nothing left to do but to fire up the JCB and get to loading. That's 113,000 liters of silage in our BGA. So we'll chew on that for a little while. That is all for today. Make sure to check out Artemus' channel, link down in the description. And make sure you don't miss the next episode of Conquering the Frontier.